No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to complete the prophecy our way, not his.
We are? What's up guys, Acerthorn here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Skyrim 100%. In the last episode, I found this chick's journal, so now let's talk to Serana.
Any luck yet?
Yeah, here's her notes.
You did? Let me see them.
Yeah, what's this soul cairn that she mentions?
I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems. That the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn.
Huh. So why did she care about where used souls went?
The soul cairn is home to very powerful necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself.
And she made it there, apparently.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn.
What do we need?
A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Oh, damn it.
What else?
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place.
You have her blood, right?
Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
Yeah, I already found all the ingredients.
Oh, good. Well then, let's head over to the portal vessel and I'll do the rest.
Alrighty. Now we can finally drop these things in here. Alrighty.
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Alright. Can I ask you something first?
Of course. What is it?
What will we do when we find her?
I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost.
Sounds like, I don't know.
Neither do I. She always seemed happy before we heard the prophecy. Then it all changed. She became a different person. They both did.
Well, we won't really know for sure until we confront her about it.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then?
Yeah, let's do this.
Alright, here goes.
And... Dude, come on. Move your slow ass. Jesus, get your butts over there.
Ancestors. Created a portal in the soul cairn. Incredible.
Why does it have to be her blood in particular? Like, seriously?
Incredible. Simply incredible.
Yeah, what do you know about the soul cairn?
The soul cairn is a tiny sliver of oblivion, the realm of the Daedra. It's ruled by unseen beings known as the Ideal Masters.
So, why is she so fascinated?
Honestly, I don't know. Necromancers are always interested in souls, though, so that probably has some kind of interest.
Tell me about your family.
There's not a whole lot to tell. You've already seen my father's obsession. My mother's not a whole lot better, but you'll see that soon enough.
Alright, were you close?
My father... No, not really. I did spend a lot of time with my mother, but she saw me more like a protege than a daughter. What about you? What were your parents like?
They... Yeah, they were dicks.
That's too bad. Do you know how they're doing now?
I honestly could care less.
Oh, I see. Let's just keep going.
Alrighty. Now, because I'm already a vampire, I won't even need to worry about getting my health damaged when I enter here.
Let's go. My mother must be waiting on the other side of that thing.
Yeah, she probably is. Hey, you! How you doing?
Leave me be.
Alrighty. Jesus. Hey, what about you? Are you a little bit more sociable?
The screams, they my mind. I can't stand it.
Sure. Oh my god. Seriously. Soul Husk. What do these even do? I mean, I don't exactly use them very extensively in my alchemy because I usually prefer they're exclusive to the Soul Cairn, obviously. I am hoping to find.
They're us. Always
Sure they are. I'm hoping to find a horse.
Get out while you can.
Sure. Because if I could find a horse, then I could do a quest where I can summon that horse. Oh, you. Yeah. I can summon that horse on Mundus, and he's actually one of the best mounts in the game.
Stay away from the Oblivion Gate, I told them. Did they listen? Of course not.
Of course.
You must help me my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this.
Okay, yeah, this is basically the horse quest. Who's Arvak?
Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you.
How can I help him?
Arvak! Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
Find Arvak's skull in the Soul Cairn. Alright, I'm gonna switch to that right now. There we go. Oh.
Air, ground. This is all
Well,
wrong.
shoot. I'm gonna have to figure out off-screen how to actually do... no! I'm gonna have to figure out off-screen how to actually do that job. Let's get a move on. This place is absolutely gigantic, like, especially if there's no quest markers, you can get lost, like, very easily. This place is almost as big as Skyrim's overworld. Hey, you.
No one ever escapes. There is no escape. Why would you even try?
Hey, you! That's Arvak right there. Come here. Come here. Horsey? Hey, skeleton horse. You got your head, don't you? Was he leading me to the skull?
Well, look what we have here. Someone with flesh on their...
Sure, what's wrong with you?
Let's just say I sold something to a guy who turned out to work for a whole coven of necromancers. How in the name of Zenithar was I to know the ingredients were phony? Do I look like someone that would double-cross a necromancer?
I don't think they did that out of retaliation. I think they just, did it because they wanted your soul.
You got it. Horse, wagon, and all. Plopped here without so much as a word. I used to be one of the best is in High Rock, you know. Oh, people would track me down just to see what I had for sale.
So, do you have anything to trade?
Very funny. And what exactly are you going to pay me with? Take a look around. Gold doesn't exactly win. I'll tell you what. I appreciate what you're trying to do, so I'll play along. The only thing I see around here in abundance are soul husks. You know, those ugly f***ing things growing out of the ground. Bring me, say, 25 of them, and you can rummage through what was left on my cart.
Fair enough. What do you have?
Odds and ends I've gathered over the years. Well, used to gather, before all this nonsense happened to me. Tell me what you're looking for, and maybe we can make a deal. If you have the husks.
Sure. Alright. I'll definitely keep an eye out for that. I have to wonder, did Arvak lead me here because this is where his skull is? Well, it doesn't look like I can enter here. So... fart. Soul Fisher. Soul harvested. What does that do? I don't have... did it fill a soul gem? Did it give me a dragon soul? So weird. Anyway. I'll have to look up in between episodes how to find Arvak's skull. For the time being, however, I'll just beeline it over to... what's her face? The V-girl. Serana's mom. She's over in this area. Ah, her... Well, there's a force field. Huh.
Mother? Mother! Can't be. Serana? Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to...
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to complete the prophecy our way, not his.
We are?
You brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you.
Alright.
So how has it come to pass that a vampire of mixed blood is in the company of my daughter?
Yeah, I'm just here for the scroll, honestly. I could care less about your family bullshit.
Glorious. Serana claims you're her guardian, yet your first instinct appears to be greed. I see that my daughter is still as naive as ever. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
She is? Like, I thought we were going with Harkon's plan.
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
How do you know that? Are you able to read Elder Scrolls?
When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
So, how does Serana fit in?
Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
Okay, how do you know that the other scroll says that that the Daughter of Cold Harbor's blood needs to be used? How are you able to read the Elder Scrolls? Seriously, that's a huge plot hole in this quest line. So, did she do this willingly?
It was expected of her, just as it was expected of me. Being selected as an offering to Molag Bal is an honor. She wouldn't have dared turn her back on that.
So, it requires Serana's blood?
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
But why do you need to keep that Elder Scroll from her? She can't read it either! Ugh. Are you saying Harkon means to kill her?
If Harkon obtained Ariel's and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
I won't let that happen.
And how exactly do you plan on completing the prophecy without the death of my daughter?
Fuck if I know! What if I killed Harkon? That would do the prophecy, right?
If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected.
Heh.
Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans?
Yeah, well, you see, I have a little bit of an advantage, considering his spells can't do shit to me. I have magic immunity, so he can cast his spells and it'll only make me stronger. Doesn't Serana get a say in this?
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. You see the tyranny of the sun as your chance at deification. And like Harkon, you won't hesitate to destroy anything that stands in your path.
Serana isn't standing in my path, though. I can kill Harkon. He won't be able to even hurt me. Well, not severely, at least. So if Harkon gets more in my way than Serana is, I'll just kill him.
Serana? This stranger may call himself a vampire, but he knows nothing of our struggle. Why should I entrust you to him?
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you! I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father!
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me, but for Serana's sake, I'll you in any way that I can.
Alright, do you have the scroll?
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
What do we need to do? Can't you...
You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are them, and it should bring the barrier down.
Okay.
One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the Keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat.
Okay, yeah, he might perceive me as a threat. If he perceives me as a threat, then I'll become a threat. Alright. Alrighty.
Be careful, and keep my daughter safe.
Sure thing.